Hello and welcome back to Sage and Stone Tarot. My name is Jennifer and I'm here to do a mid-month energy update for the sign of Gemini in love, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars, and I welcome all cross-watchers. Before I go any further, I just want to thank all of the new subscribers. I am a new channel, so I truly appreciate your presence here, your support, and I just wanted to express my gratitude and thank you. Thank you for being here. And if you resonate with this reading, my readings, just like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be updated on when I upload new readings and new videos that I do on a regular basis. Please know that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with every single Gemini out there. And so take what resonates and throw out the rest. Please know that energy is fluid, it moves, it ebbs and flows, it changes and it shifts. So again, take what messages resonate, throw out the rest. If the reading does not resonate with you at all whatsoever, then it might not be the message for you at this time, or I might not be the reader for you, and that's okay. I am an intuitive card reader, and what that means is that I read the energies of the cards, and so I channel. Even within the images of the tarot, I can channel or have channeled. I can see additional images, song lyrics, poems, song titles, words, phrases, quotes. So, and it's mixed in with the traditional tarot. So, again, this is a general love reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. And what it is that I'm doing is I start off with some oracle cards. For all of the mid-month readings, I added in the Earth Magic Oracle by Dr. Stephen Farmer, and then I have my Moonology Oracle cards. These are general, like, crowning energies. These are energies that could be in and around you at this moment in time through the end of June and beyond. Like I said, energy is fluid. It moves and it shifts and it flows. And then from there, I get into the tarot. And the first thing, what it is that I really feel energetically from you, Gemini, and I am a Gemini moon. My Venus sign is in Gemini. My Mars sign is in Gemini. I'm a Libra rising. I have a lot of air in my chart, so I can definitely relate to Gemini. The energetically, Gemini, you're going through a rebirth. You are feeling reborn. You are purifying and letting go. You are feeling good. You are surrendering. There is a lot going on, and I just feel that you are just ready to break free. So let me get started so I can really get into these messages. The first card to come up, the first message is Spring Equinox, Rebirth. Although in the northern hemisphere here in the United States, it is summertime, but doesn't matter. Spring equinox, this is about renewal and rebirth. Based on this card and the other cards that are going to be coming up, is that, like I said, you, Gemini, it's almost like you're going through a resurrection of your heart and of your life. You are transmuting. I feel just by looking at this. This is, rabbits. Rabbits are about fertility, birthing things into our lives. This is about growth. And this, I feel, you're transmuting, you are transforming and transmuting, breaking free. And I feel that breaking free of a relationship that has tried to cage you in. As a Gemini, I'm Gemini moon, but I have a lot of Gemini in my chart. And one of the things that I have found, the older I get, I'm 49 now, and in past relationships, I've been married a couple of times. What it is that I found looking back and really delving into my own spiritual journey is that the one aspect that I cannot be caged. So this is what I'm feeling. This is the energy that I'm feeling for Gemini in regards to love and relationships. You cannot cage a Gemini. They're such an outgoing, extroverted personality. Even as a moon sign. So yes, that I'm sorry. I was just listening and channeling messages, and the word that keeps, or phrase that keeps coming, is breaking free, no longer being caged in. So the next card, and tonight is the full moon in Sagittarius. So this truly feels so much full moon energy, and that is exactly what was pulled. Full moon completion. You are completing a cycle that has left you caged and emotionally exhausted. But full moon is about surrendering and letting go. There's been a culmination. The full moon is also a culmination of what intentions were put out during the new moon. So, whatever intentions, if you did place or put out some intentions into the universe, this full moon, you're seeing the culmination or the completion. And like I said, as I feel, is that you are surrendering and letting go of a situation that you have felt stunted in and caged. And because the other energy, the other card to come up, Gemini, is solitude, island. So you are going through a rebirth, but you have had to withdraw into yourself in complete solitude. Not the kind of isolation where somebody isolates themselves due to depression. This was a solitude, and it comes out in the tarot as well. The Hermit card does come out. So this is just verifies that you had to take a complete step back and withdraw into yourself, connecting to your higher self, connecting to spirit, source, universe, God, whoever and whatever you resonate with, because you were seeking answers. You needed some answers. You were seeking the wisdom and the knowledge that that you can only find within yourself. And ocean, ebb and flow. Coming out of this solitude has allowed you to ebb and flow with the events that I feel. It's either something that has happened in the most recent past, or is happening at this moment in time, or is going to come to completion by the end of June. In relatively speaking, again, energy, this can be, this can happen by the end of June, or it can be something that is materializing and you will see it come to fruition, maybe even a little after June, but your situation better than anybody else. So with that, the ebb and flow, there's water. I do see, this water ebbing and flowing, allowing your emotions and your feelings to ebb and flow as they come up. rain, purification. Again, I feel because this is more water, you could be dealing with a water sign. It doesn't have to be, just because I see, this has a lot of water. But purification, you are purifying every aspect of your life. You have been and are taking a personal inventory of your life in every single aspect, body, mind, and soul. Body, mind, and soul. So these are the energies. These are like earth energies. When I say earth energies, when I work with the Earth Magic Oracle deck, I tap into Mother Earth. I tap into the elements. So these are the elements, relatively speaking, that are crowning you. So at this moment in time, and so now I'm going to get to the Moonology cards. These are moon messages from Grandmother Moon. And so these are also like other energies, moon energies. These earth energies and moon energies, they ebb and flow. It's mutable. Speaking of mutable, the first moon message comes from the mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. More water. I see more water. So if you're not dealing with it with a water sign, then you are going deep within your emotions, within your feelings. And when I look, first of all, a mutable moon, there are in astrology, give me a moment. There's cardinal. Sorry, Gemini, I had to turn my video off because I thought I heard somebody knocking at my front door. Apartment life, it was just my neighbors. So I'm sorry, let's continue. So mutable moon. In astrology, now I'm not an astrologer, but I really, really like to read, and I keep up with the planetary activity. And as a reader, I really like to understand the connections between, the spiritual aspects of the tarot, as well as, what energies are with each moon phase. So in astrology, there are 3 so-called quadruplicities, which means the grouping, the 4, there's 3 groups of 4 signs. And so the mutable moon, or the mutable signs, the 4 mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. So you could be dealing with any of those, but more importantly, this is your energy right here. Mutable is all about change, and something is indeed changing or has changed. And there's room to maneuver. So if something you feel is changing, so if it's happening in your present moment right now, because it's mutable and nothing is set in stone, there is room to maneuver and to shift. So if you are unhappy or have been unhappy in your relationship, Gemini, in your situation with your person, you have the power to change it by making the right choice for your heart and soul. So this, to me, is reminiscent of the ocean and the rain, purification, full moon, completion. It is full moon in Sagittarius. This full moon in Sagittarius, these are some intense energies. The way the planets are aligning at this moment in time, you have the power to change if you haven't already changed it. And here we go. It's just full moon in Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries, doesn't have to be. A fiery climax approaches. Knowing that nothing is set in stone, knowing that or what it is that I feel is that you have been feeling boxed in. This rebirth is happening. This is approaching, or it has approached. So this is a very could be volatile, but it's definitely a fiery it's fiery. Full moon in Aries, fire sign. So this could be a very volatile ending. But once you change, once you put that change and set that in motion and you make your decision, Gemini, we have new moon in Sagittarius. We have a full moon tonight. So here's new moon in Sagittarius. This is new moon energy. So I already feel that things for you either have opened up or are opening up to this new moon energy. Once this fiery climax has come to an end, this is the full moon. We are in a full moon. This is full moon energy right here. Surrender to the divine. Full moon completion. So there is a lot of, and full moon in Aries. Gemini, there is a culmination. There is a completion. You are putting an end to something that you have, like I have said, that you have felt suffocated and boxed in and have felt caged in. So if this is something that's in your most recent past, then this here, even if it's coming or approaching, luck is on your side. Sagittarius is the archer. This is the bow and arrow. This is making your mark. You have made your mark. You have hit the bullseye. This also represents being grateful, being in a state of gratitude, And when I say that, it is being grateful, although the situation feels like it's something that was painful and hurtful and has caused you strife and conflict internally. But being grateful for the lessons that it has given you, walking away from something that has given you the gift of these life lessons. There are no mistakes. There are no accidents. There are no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. And you have surrendered this. You have surrendered to the divine. You have surrendered to your higher self. Solitude. This is where you have come to your conclusions, your answers. So these are the energies in and around you, or have been in and around you and will be in and around you. So we're going to get into the tarot because this is going to explain it even further. The first card to come up is the Seven of Cups. And so I really wanted to, now the Seven of Cups is a lot of options, which can cause a lot of confusion. There's so many options, so many choices, having to make a choice. And what it is I feel, Gemini, is that there's two messages. This could either speak of your person not being able to decide and make a decision and make a choice that you are what they want, that this relationship is what they want, which has, I feel and sense that it has led you to feel very confused, which when I got some clarifying messages, Four of Cups. This has had you feeling very saddened and almost to the point of why me, kind of feeling sorry for ourselves. And that is okay, because sometimes when we're in a situation that is very confusing or very upsetting and stressful and painful, there that it happens. We sometimes will be like, why is this happening to me? And we can kind of feel sorry for ourselves in a way, but as long as we don't reside in that place and just focus solely, because here, this cup being handed, this is the divine, this is spirit saying, hey, I understand, you're sad, but you're focusing on all, these 3 cups, when there's a blessing that is waiting for you if you would just pick your head up and look. And so, and you have, because just these moon messages and these earth magic messages, it's, you noticed and you saw the blessing that has been waiting for you, and the confusion does clear away for you, because when you stepped inside yourself, Gemini, you tapped into that inner strength that maybe at one time you felt that you didn't have, because of all of the confusion that was going on or has been around you. It has really I feel that it kind of, almost like the vision that I see is kind of like a dog chasing its tail, just that constant, what is going on, that constant feeling of confusion, a state of confusion, because of the situation that had been going on with you, with your person. So you tapped into this inner strength. If you look at the card, the woman in the card, she's putting her hand in this lion's mouth, and the lion is allowing her to do so because there is a blind trust. The lion knows that he isn't going to be harmed, and the woman in the card knows that the lion isn't going to harm her. This is all about blind trust. She has the infinity symbol above her, which is also above the head in the magician card. So what that represents is that you have everything within you. You have all the resources within you to pull up that strength that you have needed, because you are being reborn. You are completing this cycle. You are completing the cycle. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. So again, this affirms that you have gone through some pain in this situation, Gemini. This has pierced your heart. This has pierced your heart. King of Swords. This, I feel, you could be dealing with another air sign, Gemini. Doesn't have to be either another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. But what it is that this I feel is not you, Gemini. The energy that I'm picking up, this energy is your person. This energy with the 5 of Wands, this King of Swords, this is why, this is the reason why I feel and I sense that you have felt caged in, needing to break free, because this energy that I'm picking up with your person that has hurt you, has hurt your heart, is that this person is very rigid, very emotionally unavailable, very closed-minded, very fixed. Their belief systems, this is the Swords, their beliefs, thoughts, and ideas are very fixed, not willing to look at or step in the other person's shoes. Just a very rigid, almost authoritative in a way. So 5 of Wands, I just feel that there has been a lot of conflict and arguing and animosity and hostility within this dynamic, and it has hurt your heart. It has hurt your heart. And so we get to the 2 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Pentacles, normally, yes, this can speak of juggling too many things, or maybe somebody, or there could be a third party, somebody juggling one or more people, but that is not the energy that it is that I feel coming from this card. The 2 of Pentacles also represents flexibility. And what I mean when I say that is that nothing is going to go according to the most best laid plans. Nothing is always going to go according to the best laid plans, because there's always going to be some kind of chaotic element that is going to throw like a monkey wrench into the situation. And what it is that I feel in regards to that is that you have been held back for way too long. You've been held in a very rigid, cold, emotionally unavailable situation for a really long time. Mutable moon, nothing is set in stone. So you have realized that you have the power to change things. You haven't been happy for a really long time. Your heart hasn't been happy. The Hierophant comes out. Now, this, yes, is usually, there could be, for some people, for some Gemini out there, this is usually the marriage card, but this is not, this card is on, you could be married, so this is somebody that you could be married to. But this is also about structure and religion, like religious structure and tradition, but also in looking deeper into this card. And I've said this in other videos other readings and other videos on my channel, is that the Hierophant also speaks of sacred. What is sacred? What is it that is sacred to you, Gemini? What does that word represent for you? What is sacred to you? What is sacred to your heart? What is sacred to your mind, your body, your soul? What is the sacred that you find in the everyday? And this is something that I feel that you had started to really contemplate, because we got the Hermit card, solitude. So this speaks of you really taking the time, withdrawing, pulling back, to seek the wisdom and knowledge to really figure out what sacred means to you, especially in regards to love and relationships. When it comes to love and relationships, Gemini, what does sacred represent to you in regards to a relationship? And so as you emerge from this solitude, this hermit mode, 10 of Wands, you have come to realize, you had come to the realization that this situation with your person, this situation, this relationship, this is not your happily ever after. And it hasn't been that for a very long time. 10 of Swords, you have put an ending, a permanent ending to this situation, because this situation has been painful. It has been painful to your heart for far too long. But what it is that I'm sensing, Gemini, is that by the time you made this decision to end it, it wasn't painful for you to end it, because you had been feeling pain for a long period of time, because you have been in a situation that has been very emotionally cold. So by you ending this, you have already let it go. You had surrendered this. You surrendered to the divine. Full moon, completion. And because so in that moment that you made this decision, the Death card comes in, completely cutting out what has hurt and pierced your heart. You have changed the situation, because nothing is set in stone. And a complete transformation. And so what it is that I wanted to look a little bit deeper into this card, into this transformation, now that you've cut this out, or will be cutting this out. 6 of Cups. There is someone from your past that I sense, Gemini, that you have often thought on and off throughout the years, These memories are sweet. These are sweet memories. These are loving memories. These are memories that bring a smile to your face. So the complete opposite of what you have been in. Knight of Wands. So now I know that normally the Knight of Wands can indicate a very passionate and creative person that rushes in and darts in, but when things get too deep emotionally, they will rush in just as fast. This is not what it is that I feel from this card, because the other meaning for the Knight of Wands, remember, throughout this reading, I have said and stated that I feel that you have felt caged in, that you have felt boxed in and suffocated, and have been dealing with a person that is very emotionally unavailable, cold and rigid. Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands energy is this person from your past. This Knight of Wands, it could be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be. But this person from your past, this person brings in a breath of fresh air. It brings in adventure. There could be travel. This energy is about breaking free. This energy is about tapping into that free-spirited, wild nature that we have. Just like, and see, the Six of Cups also represents children. So that childlike, wild, free nature, that is what this person, this energy, this person from your past carries this for you. It brings in excitement and passion and creativity. Everything that you have lacked for so long. It's as if color, it's almost as if you can see life in color again, because you took the time to find what sacred means to you. What does it mean to be sacred? So the result, these are the cards that came from, these are the last cards I pulled from the bottom of the deck. Six of Wands, complete success, victory, and triumph. Wheel of Destiny, Wheel of Fortune. The wheel has turned in your favor because you stepped away. Nothing is set in stone, and you took matters into your own hands. King of Cups. This is your person. Not only is the Knight of Wands, but the Knight of Cups. Your life is full of color. Your life, where it was once cold and rigid and emotionally unavailable, you now have adventure and color and life and love and emotion. Someone who is willing to offer you this stable emotion. They are overflowing with emotion for you. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. A brand new beginning in love and relationship. It is overflowing. This is a gift. This is a gift from the universe. This is a gift from the divine. Four of Wands. This is the 1111 card. This could be a twin flame dynamic. This is very well known as the 1111 card, but this also represents transition, death card. You transitioned from a very colorless, cold, rigid circumstance to something that is harmonious, that is happy, that gives you the foundation and the stability that you have been longing for, Gemini, with someone who wants to shower you with love and with passion and with creativity. So this is an amazing reading. I'm excited for you. I just have the energy that I'm feeling in my solar plexus, and the energy that I'm feeling throughout my body throughout this whole reading is just, I'm excited for you. I'm so excited for you. And if you resonated with this reading, please like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be updated when I upload new videos that I do on a regular basis. There are some changes that are going to be happening starting for the month of July. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can find that in my About section on my channel, and it's also in the description box below. And until next time, I wish you so much love and so much peace.